1, 2. Hello, and welcome back to another exciting Let's Play. Today, we're going to take advantage of Quest for Glory 1, one of my favorite series that was ever made. I loved it when I was a kid, and to be quite honest, I still love it to this day. I already did a playthrough of Hero U, Road to Redemption, and that was a lot of fun. So let's go back and enjoy the original, the OG. Now, I had to get this working, and it was no small feat, but I got it working. So, here's to cheers that nothing else goofy happens. The software you are now using was produced through the efforts of many people: designers, artists, programmers, musicians, and a lot of other hard-working folks. If you make copies of the software for any reason other than to make a personal backup, you are not only breaking the law, but raising the cost of software for all legitimate users. Please do not make illegal copies of this game. Well, that's how I played it as a kid. Oh, and by the way, you will need the information contained in the printed documentation to successfully complete the game. In other words, it's not just the law, it's a good idea. Now, I've never actually known what I needed to know to complete the game. I think that's a lie. It's a red herring. And there it is. The logo. The logo! Bing, bing. Oh, it was early. All right, let me get my chat thing moved over here so I can see what you fine people are saying. Actually, let's get you, can I get you halved? And then we're going to half you with this half. And then we're going to do that. And does that work okay? That works beautifully. Surprisingly well, actually. Yeah, now I can see OBS and what I'm streaming at the same time. That's going to have to remember this setup. Okay, so anyways, yes. I did notice earlier this thing doesn't like my mouse so much for whatever reason, so whatever. I was initially going to cheat, and I might still do that, because I've done a playthrough of this game so many times in my life. I don't see the need for me to sit there and grind anymore in this game. So let's start a new hero. Fighter! Magic user! God, that's loud. Thief! We want the thief. Alright, I'm gonna make this quick. That's loud as hell. Alright, name. Scroll down. There we go. Britt. And then we're going to, yeah, you know what? We're gonna cheat. Right click, and if you hit page up, it raises it by 1, and then you just keep lowering it, and now you have infinite points. Good to know they never actually fixed this. We're playing as a true thief, without honor. Wait, what? You what, mate? I can actually go over, huh? Well then, it looks like we're in for a lengthy character creation. I hope the Cole family forgives me for this exploit. Alright, to 200 it is for each one. And I also hope this doesn't break the game. Alright, so that's raising it up by 5 every single time, right? Yeah. Wow, we're gonna be ready for Quest for Glory 2. Lovely. This is gonna go well. We got more than a few skills to go through. We're gonna need double fingers over here clicking. We're gonna be unstoppable. Now, my parry's kind of wrecked, but, you know, what can you do? Right click, right click, right click, right click. Oh, yeah. Wait, nope. I hope this doesn't crash the game. I've never actually done this before, so I was doing a little bit of research because I've been wanting to do this game for quite a while. And I just learned that this was a thing. I don't think I ever knew about this. There's still 1 or 2 things out there that that I do know how to do, or that I remember, or that I don't know existed. And then a lot of things that I did forget. Like Quest for Glory 3, I had to kind of look up in the walkthrough, what the hell do I do next? Because it's so vague in one part where it's like, what do I do? Alright, we got this. So does this actually raise my stuff still? Oh, it does. Lovely. Alright, sorry, Perry. That's the most I can do for you. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are 2 big people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town. You're lucky to have made it down from the mountains before all the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside the town, I understand. Many monsters have been trapped around here in the late snow. With the late snow. Between them, the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here. I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Good luck to you on your quest. You just talked at me. You didn't even say anything. Rude. No chance to speak. No dialogue. Alright, saved and... oh yeah. Okay, well, we don't need to... Alright, let's talk to ourselves. Mumble, mumble, overworked, underpaid, mumble, mumble, no control over my life. Alright then. Can't talk to myself. Let's ask him about the mountain. You should know, you came down from the mountain. Let's ask him about the town. This town was named after barons of Spielberg. It used to be a lively place, but a lively place to be before the brigands showed up and destroyed all the business. You can find a place to stay at the inn next door. You can learn about jobs available at the guild hall down the street. If you're interested in magic, you should visit the magic shop. There is still plenty to do and see here in Spielberg. Which basically, Spielberg, translated from German, means game town. I didn't know that until a few years ago. Go talk to the innkeeper. He will help you. Let's ask about the guild hall. The guild hall is at the southwest corner of the town. If you're looking for work, that's a good place to go. So let's ask about... man, this mouse is not friendly. Can I turn the sensitivity up? Does that help? Oh, that does help. Let's see. So we asked about the mountains, asked about the town. Let's ask about the monsters. The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk with about the monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Ask about Wolfgang. Wolfgang, down at the Guildhall, is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Oh, okay, you already said that. Oh, wait. Are you just telling me things we already know? Yes. Okay, so I guess it helps to pay attention. Let's ask about brigands. There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, too, I hear. Let's ask about the treasure. Or the merchant. The one who was robbed? He's staying at the inn, I believe. Yeah. Ask about the treasure. Obtaining treasure involves putting yourself in danger. If you're brave, foolish, or lucky, you might get some treasure. Danger. And I'll have to switch back and forth here. Alright. Between my keyboard and my mouse. My friend, this world is filled with dangers. Sometimes I think it might be better to choose your danger rather than sitting around waiting for it, as I seem to do. But enough of this philosophical rambling. I am content enough to be Sheriff of Spielberg. Something else? Something else? Let's ask about adventure. You'll need to talk to the Baron about that, or go ask Wolfgang down at the Guildhall, which is just down the street. So maybe you're going to be a hero. Well, we could surely use one around here, what with all the brigands. Hey, wait, what? You what, mate? Let's ask about the Baron. Baron Stefan keeps mostly to himself at his castle over there. We haven't seen him in town for years. Wolfgang down at the... Yeah. No, we're not going down that rabbit hole again. And... yeah. Oh, he's doing it! Boink! Right off of my face. Now in the original game, the EGA version, there was a thing around here. A scorpion, and you could look at it, and it would say, looks like you found your first bug in this game. Welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. Wrong person. Welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shamin, at your service. May you find what you seek here. I love cats. Very good food, very good drink, finest in town. Sit, rest, you will be served by my Shima. Let's ask about the room. And set you there. Pull away. There we go. Very nice room. Very soft beds. Finest in town. Only 5 silvers a night. Very good food. Very good drink. Finest in town. Sit, rest. You'll be served by my Shima. And over there. That keeps moving my cursor. How annoying. Let's ask about the merchant. My friend Abdullah is recovering from his robbery last week. He should be around here sometime for supper. Let's ask about the robbery. Alas, the brigands stole all of Abdullah's wealth in mine own whenever they robbed his caravan. Now I will be forced to stay in this wet, cold land. Let's ask about brigands. I know little about them except they must be wealthy by now. Let's ask about wealth. I hope to return to my homeland with the profits Abdullah, Shima, and I would make from the caravan. Now I fear we will remain here until someone else deals with the brigands and returns our stolen items. Shapir? A land of golden sand and tall mountains, and a city of tall buildings and winding streets. A place where Kata can bask in the sun as they sell things in the bazaar. It is our homeland and a place we long to be. Caravan. In my homeland, a caravan is the only way to travel from city to city. Name. I am Shameen, a poor unfortunate, forced to seek a fortune in this cold land, far away from my homeland and my Kata people. He does not like the cold or wet. Homeland, we live far to the south in the desert lands of Shapir. Someday we may yet return there. Kata, we are a race of desert dwellers and wanderers of the endless sand. Shapir, a land of golden sand and tall mountains. Yeah, we already know that one. I hear a cat purring. They really like me. Let's see. Town? Spielberg is a place for is a sad place for an innkeeper, for few travelers visit because of the brigands. Sheriff. He comes in here with his wife sometimes for food. He is very wise and generous. Spielberg. This is a cold land for Kata. Otto. There is no end to the food that one can eat. Let's ask about the inn. This is the Hero's Tale Inn, where Shima and I will be delighted to serve you. The softest and safest beds, the richest and finest of foods await you. You have but to command. Shima. Shima is my beloved, and she can cook and keep an inn as few others. When she dances, there is true magic. If we ever return to Shapir, then she will dance again. I can't help but be curious, how could he be robbed of his wealth and still open up an inn? Maybe he struck a deal, but I always found that to be kind of a loophole. Let's look around. This looks like an alpine inn, complete with dishes on the wall and heavy beams on the ceiling. It is pleasantly warm, and the aroma of strange spices fill the air. Can I look at that lamp? Oh, what? You look closely and read, Genie's Lamp for Rent. Inquire in Quest for Glory 2, Trial by Fire for details. Oh, it's just another cheap plug. Wow, I've never actually even noticed that lamp. Can I see it? You see a sign that says, please don't touch. Besides, Shameen is watching you. Sorry. Oh, what is this? Looking at a shield. This authentic Polynesian mask is far, far from home. Oh, that is not a mask, is it? One of the Hiram Plugmeister's double-barreled spittoons. Ew. A well-fed fire purrs happily in the fireplace. Can I touch? No. Same message all the time. Can I go back here? Can I go back here? Can I walk back there? No. No. Alright, looks like we're done in here for now. Alright, let's look at this old lady. If I remember correctly, this cracked me up good. She's the only sane person here. At least she's not off her rocker. Get it? Because she's on a rocking chair? The eye over the magic shop seems to be watching you. Can I talk to the lady? She's really sleeping soundly and doesn't notice your presence. Zed. Okay. Nice. I am Zara, and my companion is Demanio. The items in this shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. I am both human and fairy folk. Draw my power from both. My name is Zara, and this is my shop. Who are the fairy folk? We are a people of power and magic, and live in the forest far beyond the mountains to the west. Ask about power. Power is the essence of magic, that which the wizard shapes and is shaped by. Demanio. Demanio and is both my familiar and my friend. We share our lives and our magic. Familiar. A familiar is a creature of magical abilities which has been summoned to serve the wizard. The summoning of a familiar is a most powerful spell and can be cast but once. It binds the wizard and the familiar to the ends of their lives. The more powerful the wizard, the more powerful the familiar, although you cannot always judge a power by a familiar's shape. Magic. If you have the skill of magic, you can learn the way to cast spells by reading magical scrolls. Without the skill, you have no power. The more you practice spellcasting, the greater you shall become. Initiation. When you have mastered the 9 spells, have the power to cast all, and proving yourself worthy by accomplishing a great deed, then you must undergo initiation to become full wizard. There is a place in the distant south where you must journey, but first you must become a hero here. She's talking about Shapir. A wizard is one who shapes magic and is shaped by it. Erasmus and I are the only wizards in this valley. Erasmus is a wizard and a spellcaster who knows much about this area. He lives in a tower northeast of town at the top of a steep mountain called Zauberberg. He can be very helpful if approached properly, but he has a strange sense of humor. Power Potion. The Power Potion restores your magical energy and costs 75 silver. Journey. Journey is a great band, and I am a big fan of them. There are many entrances to the halls of the magical mystery in the south. After you have gained skill and a good reputation in magic, you should journey south. What? If you are indeed worthy of being a wizard, you will find a way to those halls. Wait, what? Let's ask about that again. Many entrances to the halls of magical mastery in the south. I'm half curious to actually Google if there's anything special for magic users here. I don't think there is. Hero. Master the arts arcane. Use those skills to vanquish evil, the evil curse, and you will become a true hero. I think I did the initiation, yes. So Spielberg. There's much magic in this world for those who know how to use it. There is magic in this little town, and a good deal of magic in this valley. Town. There is an aura protecting this town from danger. Within most of its walls, there can be no act of violence or cruel magic. Even so, it is prudent to avoid dark places. Let's ask about the aura. An aura is the spell of protection surrounding something. The town is still protected by an aura cast by the great spellcaster Irana. Ask about Irana. Irana was a powerful spellcaster who lived long ago. She brought peace to this valley. Even now, her spell protects this town from violence or foul magic. Her final resting place is due north of the town, and it is a place of both safety and healing. It is known as Irana's Peace. Valley. There is much power in this valley, and it attracts those who use magic. I am here. Erasmus has his house on Zauberberg, and even Baba Yaga has her hut cooped up around here somewhere. Baba Yaga. She is a powerful and wicked hag. You would be wise to avoid her. She cursed the Baron von Spielberg when he tried to drive her away. Hut. Baba Yaga's hut is magical. It stands on chicken legs, and you must know the rhyme to enter. What is the rhyme? I have no interest in entering Baba Yaga's hut, and therefore do not know the rhyme. Curse. This is Baba Yaga's curse, cast upon the Baron years ago. Upon vile Spielberg and all his clan, this the curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure, so shall ye lose all that ye treasure. There is always a way to break a curse. Possibly Erasmus knows more about this. Did I already do curse? Erasmus makes a point of studying the effects of magic upon mortals. There is little magic about in this area that Erasmus does not know. Baron, who was once a great leader of this land until he was foolish enough to anger Baba Yaga. Did I do the magic shop? What I sell here are merely tools to help those who have power. You may purchase restorative potions and scrolls from which you may learn spells if you have the potential. Spells, oh man. We sell several magical spells on study scrolls. You may purchase Fire Dart for 60 silver, Fetch for 40 silver, or Open Spell for 30 silver. I also know where you can find a spell if you learn the secret of... I also know you can find a spell if you learn the secret of Arana's Peace. Oh god. I don't want to do all these. Fire Dart is a fireball. Fetch grabs things from across the room. Open opens things. Zap enchants your weapon. Scrolls. The scrolls we sell are magical. You have but to read the spell and you will learn it. What is Arana's Peace? To the north of the town, surrounded by these mountains, is an alpine valley that is rumored to be the final resting place for Arana, although no one is certain what happened to her. It is certainly a magical place of safety. There is also supposed to be a gift up there for magic users who are clever enough to find it. And I think we're about done here. Yes. Oh man, so dramatic. Do I... Okay, I don't know any spells. I have 4 gold pieces, and I have 5 food rations. Alright, let's go ahead... Oh, wait, I don't want that. Alright, let's buy them skills and spells. As you read this spell scroll, the spell is ingrained in your mind. Flame. I detect you do not have enough money. Oh, what? You what, mate? How do I not have enough money? Open. I thought I had 4 gold. I thought that was enough. I suppose not. You enter the Adventurer's Guild Hall. This Adventurer's Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. Ah, yes. I know this one. I know the place. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters, Saurus, Troll, Griffin, Dragon, Cheetar, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. I've been to Antwerp. It's a place in Belgium. Or Antwerpen. Oh, I always made me think of there. You see a registration book on the table, and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. Well, let's sign on in. You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. Let's touch the fire. You feel like you're frying your fingers. Forget it. The guild hall would be barren if you took the trophies. Besides, they're out of reach. Good to know my morals are limited by my ability. Let's look at the Antwerp. This is certainly a weird one. You've never seen anything quite like it. The plaque reads, Antwerp, slain by 2 guys from Andromeda. Ooh, nice. That's Space Quest. Let's look at the Cheetar. The head looks like a panther, but with a strong human-like quality. It's rather frightening. The plaque reads, Cheetar, slain by Wolfgang Abenteur. I'm going to assume that means adventurer. Let's look at the dragon. Even in death, this monster looks awesome. The plaque reads, Dragon, slain by Baron Stefan von Spielberg. It looks like it must have been a particularly nasty troll. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley. The plaque reads, Troll slain by Wolfgang Abenteur. Ooh. The fine crystal chandelier lights the room. It's over here. This crossbreed of an eagle and lion could have torn a man apart when it was alive. The plaque reads, Griffin, slain by Wolfgang Abenteur. Amazing. You never saw a purple saurus before you came to Spielberg, but it looks like a really stupid monster. The plaque reads, Saurus, slain by Hans Halfwitten. Yeah, if you sleep outside in a dangerous area, it says a purple saurus will kill you, but you never actually get to see one in this game. So for me, they always seem like a rather terrifying monster. If I'm killing trolls but being killed by a purple saurus, well then, certainly, it was dangerous. The plaque under the moose says, courtesy of Sierra Online Prop Department. The tapestry is so rotten it would probably fall apart at the slightest touch. Let's touch it. The tapestry feels very old and very fragile. The armor won't fit you. They made them smaller in those days. A past adventurer's armor suit. You wonder why he doesn't need it anymore. Then you see the cheetah claw marks. Well, let's, can I touch him? Zzz. Ah! I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. It was just yesterday that I drew my sword and started out... or wait, was it the day before? No. Then last week, wait. What was I talking about? Guildhall. This is where an adventurer can come and find out... come where we need someone who is brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. There's also a good place to talk about adventures on a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are just too few adventures in Spielberg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, and they just got too old, maybe. Adventurers. Did I ever tell you about the time when Schultz and I rid this valley of Antwerps? Yeah, we were real good adventurers then, and this was a real guild hall. Now we are just old men, and this is just a place to tell old stories. Monsters. You can see some of the monster types that live around here if you look at our walls. There are trolls, griffins, cheetahs, manta rays, and goblins wandering about in the woods. I hear there are even some ogres and Saurus Rexes back in the valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of those monsters around here, but now we're just too old for it. Oh, God. Troll. Trolls are very tough. Fortunately, they only come out at night. Really? I don't think I run into trolls at night. You know what? I forget. It's been a while since I played this. The woods are very dangerous at night. Saurus. The Saurus is a monster that is easy to avoid and easy to kill for a skilled adventurer. Ogres. Ogres are a lot like goons, but even meaner. Just not as bright, though. Goblins. Goblins are not tough, but when they gang up on you, they can take out an unwary adventurer. Cheetar. Cheetars are ferocious creatures that charge out of nowhere and try and tear you to shreds. Sometimes they succeed. Manta rays. Those weird things are magical. They're best avoided. Saurus Rex. Don't mistake those things for Sauruses. When they come at you, it's best to just run away. Bulletin board. Over on the wall over there is where the jobs are posted for adventurers. Some have been there for a long time now. There just aren't too many good adventurers around here lately. Reward. You need to talk to either the Baron or the healer about that. Healer. Her house is just north of the town gate. She's a nice woman. Castle. The castle is just north of the healer's house. Trophies. Schultz and I killed most of these monsters on these walls. Except for the Antwerp, huh? Wow. Name. I am Wolfgang Abentur, the guild master of this hall. Guild master. I am supposed to keep track of all the adventurers and make sure they sign their names in the log. There was a time when I would go out and rescue foolhardy adventurers who got into too much trouble, but now I just don't get out much. Curse. Yeah, with the Baron losing his son and daughter, Baba Yaga, and all the monsters, and now the brigands, it has just been one thing after another. Oh no. Baron von Spielberg was once a brave protector of our valley. We used to adventure together when I was younger. No brigand or monster would dare show his face whenever the Baron would show their face here if the Baron had not angered Baba Yaga. Now it's said that he goes nowhere and sees no one. Baron's son. Now, there was a hero that was worthy of the name Bernard von Spielberg. He rode off to hunt one morning 5 years ago, and his horse returned with large claw marks on it. No sign of Bernard's body was ever found. The Baron's daughter. Elsa was a beautiful 8-year-old child with blonde hair and sky blue eyes. She was her father, the Baron's joy. 10 years ago, she was carried off by something which flew over the walls and away with her. The search for her lasted many years, but at last everyone just gave up except the Baron's jester Yorick. Yorick was a funny little man, but brave. He swore he would spend his life searching for the Baron's Elsa. Brigands. Oh, wait, no. Baba Yaga. She is the center of our problems, I think. Baba Yaga is a powerful ogre. Baron von Spielberg tried to force her to leave his valley, but she cursed him. Now the Baron has lost everything but his land, and I don't know how long he will keep that. What our valley needs is a hero. Hero? A real hero is someone who didn't start out strong or powerful, but uses his courage and brains and skills to become the best he can be. Brigands. There is a reward for anyone who can stop the brigands by capturing or killing the leaders of the brigands. You should read the bulletin board for more information. Spielberg Town is small now that most of the people have been driven off by the brigands. This is such a pretty place, too, with the mountains and forests and waterfalls. Mountains. The mountains surrounding the valley are very high. Snow covers the tops all year long. The only way out of Spielberg Valley is through the pass, though I hear it has been blocked by snow again. Forests. The forests are full of monsters and strange creatures. There are some nice waterfalls to the southeast of town. They fill Mirror Lake, which is lovely, but icy cold all year round. Okay. Town. This town used to be a thriving city before the brigands drove most of the people off. Oh, Christ. Magic shop. I don't know much about magic, but the woman who runs the place scares me. Dry goods. Casper at the store would like to be an adventurer, or so he says. He spends too much time dreaming and not enough time doing, I think. Tavern. I have never liked that place. The bartender smiles all the time, but he is not very friendly. Crusher lives up to his name. He is nasty, even for a goon. Goon. A goon is a lot like an ogre, although not as tough, but a little smarter. The sheriff's Otto and Crusher at the tavern are both goons. Bakery. I think the bakery's almost always closed now. The baker tries to stay away from his wife. Butcher. I don't think the butcher shop is open much more either. Farmer's Market. The Farmer's Mart is run by the centaurs Heinrich Ferdifedern. Centaur. There are not too many centaurs in this land. Heinrich and Hildy are good people. Can I ask about good people? Man. Schultz Meisterson. Schultz Meisterson and I have been friends for a long time. He, too, was once a real adventurer. Now he's just sheriff of this town. Otto? I like Otto, even if he is a goon. Schultz has him almost trained. Can I ask about train? Okay, let's look at the board over here. Reward for the return of Lost Ring. Inquire at the healers. This poster is rather dusty and faded. The picture of a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielberg. Inquire at Castle Gates. Reward 30 gold coins for the capture or death of the brigand warlock. Description: short, ugly, and wears brightly colored robes. Has a habit of laughing continually. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates. Wanted. Brigand leader. Description: unknown appearance. Wears cloak. Must provide proof of leader's identity. Reward of 60 gold coins and title of Hero of the Realm. Inquire at the castle gates. Notice. Spell components needed. Cash or trade. Oops, let me do this. Cash or trade for potions. Inquire at the healers. Was that this one? Yes. This poster seems to have been here for a while. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baronet Bernard von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates. Now, we're going to save just for fun. Can I stab him? Despite your intentions, you feel a calmness and a sense of peace descend upon you, even though you consider thoughts of violence. Ah, that's right. Curse you, Arana. There's a sign on the door of the barber shop. It says, out to lunch. Hint, hint, the barber will never be around. You can smell apples as you approach this corner. Good day and welcome to Spielberg. Would you like to buy some of my nice fresh fruits or vegetables? Ask about her name. I am Hilda, daughter of Heinrich Ferdinand, the farmer. Ask about last name. Just kidding. Farmer. My father is a fine farmer. Father? My father is Heinrich. Farm? We have some land to the north of town. It isn't very big, but we grow many things. You should be here during the harvest time. That is when you would see so many fruits and vegetables. Mother. My mother has been dead now for 3 years. I still miss her. Date. Ask her on a date. Thank you, but my father thinks I am too young. He would not permit it, but perhaps next year. Wow, I'm a freak. I would date a centaur. I mean, how would I do it? Market. This is where I sell things from my father's farm. We already asked about the farm. We asked about all that stuff. Vegetables. We have many kinds of fresh vegetables for sale today. There are carrots, rutabagas, parsnips, and potatoes right from the ground at 5 for a silver. They're very good for you. Also, we have some apples. I don't like apples. There's still some apples left from last season in the barrel. You may buy 10 for a silver since they are so small. Carrots? Carrots are my favorite vegetable. They're so crisp and sweet. Rutabagas. Rutabagas keep well over the winter months. I don't know if I've ever actually eaten a rutabaga. Or a parsnip. I might have eaten a parsnip. It sounds like something they'd put on a good meal. Parsnips can be made into a tasty pie. Turnips. Turnips are good if you cook them in stews. I'll have to trust you on that. I'm sure I've eaten those too. I can't think of them. Brigands. They have twice robbed my father of his money. And they have tried to steal our food during this winter. That's because we farm outside of town. The brigands would not dare try that in town. The sheriff would stop them fast. So is that everything? Oh, robbery. Many robbers ran up to father as he trotted back to town. My father tried to fight, but they hurt him pretty badly. Then they ran away down to the southwest. Our sheriff is very brave. He told me so himself. Nice. This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves there are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you coming in. My, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most of the adventurers pretty fast before they make it to town. I do try to stock up on some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all. Name. Why, that's me. I'm Casper. Adventurer. I always wanted to be an adventurer. I read about them all the time. The book I was reading was all about adventuring. Book? Oh, this book? Yes, it's an adventurer who is trying to become a hero. The title is called Quest for Glory, A Hero's Death. Well, that's morally embiggening. Equipment. Unfortunately, I only have standard weapons and equipment. I carry daggers and chain armor. Maybe someday I'll be able to carry magic ones, though. Yes, dagger. Ah, yes, the dagger is most useful, skillful art. Actually, this particular weapon is longer than most, but still easily concealable. A bargain for 20 silvers. Chain armor. You can get really good protection from my chainmail armor. It's very heavy, though, and I would have to charge you 500 silvers for it. Food. Adventuring rations aren't the tastiest foods in the world, but they will keep you healthy and alert as you go along. A pack of 10 rations will cost you just 5 silvers. Flask. It's a very good idea to carry around an empty flask or two in case you want to pick up a liquid or something else that needs a container. Our flasks are a great bargain at 2 silvers each. Brigand. I don't like to talk bad about other people behind their backs. Sheriff. The sheriff and Otto protect the town. The sheriff used to be a real adventurer, you know. Hildy. Hildy sells fine produce for a reasonable price. Okay. Behind the counter are weapons, armor, and such equipment as you would most often find in an adventurer's shop. On the counter and on the shelves are assortments of canned goods, honey jars, sewing items, and odds and ends that people in a small town would need. It looks like a standard broadsword behind that counter. Can I take it? Try paying the clerk for what you want to buy. Oh, wow. I never even noticed this was animated down here. Hey, leper god. How are you doing? The stove is burning merrily away, making the shop seem almost too warm. I've never actually messed with that. You can't do much with that. Well, let's... Oops. Save, just because we can. Get there. Despite my intentions, I feel a calm peace. Wait, what? Oh. Wow. Found a glitch. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. There we go. I'll take a flask. Here you are. Thank you for your patronage. Here you are. Thank you for your patronage. I'll take that. And I already have a dagger, right? Yeah, I have 1 dagger. So I don't need to buy any more. And then there's the armor. Cool. And he goes back to reading his book. What a hero. What a hero. You are in the northeast section of town. The buildings are all brightly painted, and the air is filled with the fragrance of apples. The street appears to be a market street. You have come to the northwest corner of town. There is a butcher's sign over there, over the door of the butcher's shop. Amazing coincidence. And you can see a bakery sign over the door of the other shop. The tavern looks a little run down, and the alley beside it is dark. On the other side of the tavern is a rather practical-looking building, like a workshop. I don't think there's anything you can do at the workshop. Looks like this door has been closed for a long time. This door has been barred and nailed shut. The workshop has long since been abandoned. You can't seem to open the door. It might be locked. Is that a fact? Once again, I don't think it'll do anything, but here we are. Alright. And lockpick. In broad daylight, you've got to be kidding. You would be arrested for certain, so... Alright, whatever. The shop seems to be closed. There is a sign on the door which says, Gone Fishing. The shop seems to be closed, although there are some dried up cupcakes in the window. There is a sign on the door which says, Gone Fishing. So, okay, it looks like these two people went to go fishing together. Let's go into the tavern. Hey, that looks like a baker and a butcher. They didn't go fishing. The grimy window lets in little light into this tavern. It smells like stale ale and more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt, and the bar is sticky with beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, 2 gamblers are playing cards. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression that you are not welcome here. You pick up the note. You smooth out the piece of paper and read. B. He's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meetings for a bit. I'll keep you posted by these notes. Let's talk to him. The bartender's ignoring you. Maybe you better sit down first. What do you want? You get no response. Let's ask him about his name. This is a bar. I serve drinks. You want a drink? Order one. You want to get answers to stupid questions? Get out. Ale is 1 silver. Troll Sweat, 5 silver. Dragon's Breath, 25 silver. Take your pick. Ask about the ale. Good for what ails you. Ha ha ha. Troll Sweat. It'll go down real smooth. Dragon's Breath. It's the house specialty. Town. What do you think I am, a guide dog or something? Tavern. This is the Aces and Eights Tavern, stranger. Crusher. He doesn't like his personal affairs being discussed, and my advice is not to do anything that'll get him upset. Thieves Guild. Hey, this is an honest establishment. You want me to ask Crusher? Please don't. But actually, since we're here, let's go ahead and order a drink. Well, they said the Dragon's Breath was the house specialty. Hey, what are you doing coming into my joint with an empty purse? Oh, never mind then. Ask about butcher shop. There's not a whole lot of meat in town for me to butcher these days. Now, if someone would just bring in that stag from the forest. Got any 446s? Cards. The cards, they've been very good to me. Go fish. Name? I'm Butch Beefmeister, the butcher. Kind of born into that role, weren't you? Got any 327s? Fish. There's a river down south by the Flying Falls which has some good-sized trout. Go fish. Bakery. I haven't been able to get any supplies in since the brigands closed off the area. The bakery will reopen as soon as I have some. Got any 621s? So that's about cards. The butcher has been getting all the good cards. Go fish. I'm Silas Sourdough, the baker. Got any 502s? Let's ask about fish. Yeah, that's right. We're asking about fish because they said they're going fishing. Oh, and now, okay, wow, I'm slow. They said they're going fishing, so they're playing Go Fish, the card game. I never got that. Man, I'm slow. That only took like, let's see, I was 25 years to get. Mirror Lake to the south has huge fish, but it's pretty dangerous. Go fish. What's up with this scumbag over here? So this is where the barber has lunch. That guy's had so much to drink he looks embalmed. The drunken barber at the end of the bar isn't in any shape to talk, at least not coherently. Ah, and I can't click on him. Let's talk to Crusher. The goon seems to be ignoring you. Tavern. You seem to have annoyed him. Crusher bares his teeth at you. Either you are in big trouble now, or that's just his way of smiling. Well then. Can I ask you more questions? I wasn't done. Thieves Guild. What's the password? Antwerp? The goon seems to be ignoring you. Alright. This grubby place must be an alley. Feels strange here, colder than the rest of town. There's some barrels discarded here. A beggar holds out a bowl towards you. Alms, alms for the poor. Let's talk to him. Silver for the poor, gold for the poor. Thanks. You know, it's really tough trying to make a living begging in this town since the brigands started scaring all the trade away. Begging. A beggar gets cash only when others get cash, and nobody's got much money right here right now, except maybe the brigands. Cash? There's honest work up at the Baron's castle, I hear, but begging's my business. Work? You can get a job cleaning the stable, I understand. It's great if you want to build up muscles or have a place to spend the night, but you won't get rich. I'd rather bag myself. Name. My name is Sam, and I've lived here for 5 years now, and I think I'll be heading on once the pass clears the snow. There's supposed to be some good begging towns to the south. Nice talking to you. Alms! Alms for the poor. South. Heard Silmaria is a good place to be. It's by the sea. Think I'll head there after this. Spielberg. Is there something wrong with his eye? Understand this used to be a great place to be. Now traders are going in and out. Traders going in and out, coming and going. Perfect begging conditions. Things were starting to dry up just about the time I got here. Just my luck. The brigands started getting tough. Traders. Traders used to stop here on the way south to pick up barrels of special cider made here by a guy named Amblin. Tourists. Tourists used to come here regularly for the Spielberg Cider Festival. After the cider industry closed, not much point for the festival without the cider part. Cider? I heard Amblin got scared of the brigands and decided to move away. I still remember the taste of his cider. It was so good. It was called Amblin Entertainment from Spielberg. Luck? I have lots of luck. It's just that it's all bad. It's about time I got back to work. This guy. Brigands. Rumor has it that someone smart took over, organized them, trained them. That sort of thing. Nowadays, nobody's safe outside of town. Up to that time, the brigands are mostly just pains. Dumb guys who sometimes try to beat up traders outside of towns, and sure, they hurt business, but no one's getting rich but them. Night. I remember when people used to stroll around town after dark. There's a spell in Spielberg so it glows at night. Now the only people out at night are thieves. And out of town, man, you don't want to be out of there when the light without a light when the sun goes down. The night gaunts will get you. Oh, it's the night gaunts. The night gaunts were the ones that terrified me. Gaunts. Nobody's ever lived to talk about what the night gaunts are. And I sure don't want to find out. Spell. I've heard there's some sort of magic thing that keeps going everything peaceful around here. Folks just don't feel like fighting in town, except maybe Crusher. Kind of wonder about the Sally at night sometimes too. Feels funny, sort of like the spell missed it. It's dark here too. Crusher. He works at the tavern and he lives up to his name. There's not much more to say about that. Thieves. I'm not usually bothered much by them since I don't have much to steal. They are around, though. It's not safe to sleep in the streets at night. Once you get outside you get eaten, inside you get robbed. Well, time to get back to work. Alms! Alms for the poor! Oh, I guess that was everything. Well, that's my good deed then. Oh, man. I think I have successfully talked to everybody in town. Nice place. How does this guy expect to... Wait, nice place. How does this guy expect to make a living begging in this alley? No kidding. The back wall is one of the best examples of a perpendicular wall that you have ever seen. It reminds you of the time when you thought about climbing Mount Everest. No thanks to that. A word of warning. Don't drink the dragon's breath. Wowee. And what time is it in the game? Sunset. The breeze is cool, but you feel a shiver deeper than just the cold. You are really on your own now in a very dangerous place. The road from town branches here. The North Fork leads past the healer's hut to the Baron's castle. You remember having entered the valley along the eastern road, just before the storm closed the pass. Let's go here. The bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood and wood smoke as you come up to a hut by the side of the road. Well, hello there. The creature looks more like a small flying lizard than a bird. Well, just for fun, let's go mess with it. And there it goes. The nest sits on the branch. In the nest is an object which appears to be a ring glinting in the sunlight. You carefully bend down and reach into the nest. In the nest, you find a gold ring. You take the ring and move carefully back along the limb. Made it. Now it's time to get down the tree. You politely knock on the door. After a moment, you hear an inside bolt slide open. A voice from inside says, "Come on in!" The fragrances of herbs mingle with some rather unpleasant odors as you step inside the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. I also buy spell components if you're interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me, I just always have so much to do around here. Healer. Well, my name is Amelia Appleberry, but mostly I'm just known as the healer. I'll be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet, Terry. Pet. Oh, well, that's my pet, Terry, the Pterosaur. He has a girlfriend, Teresa, with a nest in the oak outside. Terry keeps me company and listens to me while I chatter at work. They are a species of flying lizard. I understand that they can grow quite large in the south. Huh. Ring. My ring is shaped in gold like a braid of the herb of Athelis, and with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. Reward. I will give 6 gold to the person who can return my ring. It was a gift when I graduated from the College of Healing. I love this music in this game, seriously. Potions. I make and sell healing potion, power potion, vigor potion, and undead unguent. I never actually learned how to pronounce that. Healing potion. This potion is used to heal damage and keep wounds from getting worse. It has gotten pretty dangerous around here, and a healing potion can be quite useful in this situation. Vigor. Vigor potion is used to revitalize yourself after vigorous exercise. It helps to restore stamina. Stamina is a measure of the energy that the body uses for work or play. Power. Power potions restore energy needed to cast magic spells. Undead unguent. Undead unguent is used to drive off the minor undead, such as zombies or floating spirits. It doesn't last long, so you should use it near where you're going to encounter such things. Zombies. There are not too many zombies in this land. Too damp, I suppose. There are some floating spirits I have heard, however. Floating spirits. Floating spirits are the ghosts which usually hang around the graveyards at night. They are dangerous, so don't go near them unless you have use the undead unguents first. Magic. I have the skill to use my magic to create potions. I am a bit proud of it. Not everyone can do that, you know. Alright, spell components. I always need ingredients for making potions. Right now I need some of Arana's flowers, magic mushrooms, troll beard, and let me think. Oh yes, cheetar claws. I'll be happy to pay you if you bring me some. I'll also buy back any empty flasks you have so that I can recycle them. Waste not, want not, after all. Troll beard. The trolls around here are tough monsters that cannot stand the light of day and so are only found at night or in caves. They're very difficult to kill, but I will pay 2 healing potions for the beard of a troll. That's a good price. Flowers. I use flowers from Arana's Peace in the north for nearly all my potions. They have some magic in that place, that even when they are dried. I will pay you 5 silvers for a flask full of them. That's not great. Almost Arana's Peace. Almost due north of here is the meadow called Arana's Peace. It's a very magical area, and I understand that it is a place of safety. It is beautiful all year, for the flowers are always in bloom. Cheetar claws. The cheetar looks like a cross between a panther and a man. It is vicious and tough. Unless you're a very tough fighter, you had best try to get away from it. If you do manage to kill it, then I will pay you 5 silvers for each claw. And that's actually pretty good, because there's multiple claws on each one. Flasks. I will pay you 1 silver for each empty flask you bring, so bring it to me so I can make more potions. Mandrake root. Mandrake root is used in a variety of spells, mostly for evil purposes. Mandrake must be pulled from a dead man's grave at midnight. The root is particularly powerful. Alright, castle. You could see Spielberg Castle from my yard outside. The Baron lives there with only his guards for company, so I hear. Baron. Poor man, he hasn't been the same since his son and daughter were taken from him. Son. He was just a young and dashing man when he last rode off. He never returned. Daughter. The dear child. I can still picture her. Her beautiful blonde hair all done up in braids. She was so sweet. It's hard to believe she's gone. Brigands. Those brutes. I'm always having to heal someone they've beaten up and robbed. I hate thieves. Oh, she does. Give me a second here. Farmer. Would you believe the brigands almost killed him a while back? Fortunately, their leader made them bring Heinrich here where I could heal him. Leader. I heard the brigand leader ordering those nasty men to poor Heinrich here after they hurt him so good. I gave them all a good scolding, you can imagine. Can I ask about the scolding? No. Okay. And we'll buy nothing. But we will return the ring. Oh, thank you for finding my ring. How so? I've missed this. Here are 6 gold coins and 2 healing potions for your reward. You put the reward away and tell her she is welcome as you leave to avoid being kissed again. She chases you outside. Now, okay. So, I just remembered while I was in there. Okay, so you can steal healing potions from her. I think you can do it twice. I think. After the second time, then you're not allowed back in. Ever. For the rest of the game. And you can dead man walk yourself that way. Unless you beat the game by using a glitch where you sneak into the brigands camp and then you just walk on out the secret entrance again, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, look, you won. Total glitch, but that's the only way to beat the game. So I dead man walked myself where, so I played this game back in 2016, just kind of go down memory lane, and I had made a huge mistake. I had a spell cast on me, and I needed to get something done. I needed to get that undead ungent. But I couldn't get it because I had stolen from the healer, so I was screwed. I couldn't go in there. I was dead. Dead. So I had to beat the game by any means necessary. And you can actually speedrun this game and beat it within 2 minutes. If you know what you're doing. And I feel like we're knocking most of the dialogue out. Name. My name is Carl. Castle. This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielberg. Job. The stable keeper could use a strong young person to help clean out the stables. It does not pay much, but it is good, honest work. If you would like to take the job, come on in. Stable. Cleaning up after horses is a good way to build up your muscles. Baron. My lord sees no one since the loss of his son and daughter. Loss. 10 years ago, the Baron's daughter Elsa was stolen away by magic. 5 years back, the Baronet Bernard von Spielberg went on a hunt from which he did not return. This was all clearly part of Baba Yaga's curse. Elsa. Elsa von Spielberg was a lovely young child with braided blonde hair and bright blue eyes like her mother and the Baroness used to have. A large winged creature flew over the castle walls, grabbed Elsa, and then vanished before the guards could fire upon it. We searched everywhere for her, but to no avail. Even the jester York joined the search for her. The Baron sent a troop of guards down to storm Baba Yaga's hut, but I think their skulls sit atop her fence. Elsa von Spielberg would be about 18 now. Hut. Baba Yaga has her hut to the northwest. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there. Baroness. The Baroness died soon after the birth of her daughter. The Baron still mourns her. Yorick. He was a very jolly fool who loved to laugh, and was devoted to Elsa and swore he would not return until Elsa was safe. Baba Yaga. This powerful ogress is the cause of all the Baron's misfortune. She is a vile creature who knows much magic. Curse. The Baron ordered Baba Yaga to leave, and she first cursed the graveyard. When he then sent the baronial guards after her, only the captain returned to the castle. The captain spoke these words, "Hear me, mighty Baron. Thou hast angered me, and thus you are cursed. All that you value you shall lose. All that you treasure shall be taken from you," in a strange voice. The captain then dissolved into a pool of sticky blackness. Wow. Huts. Baba Yaga has her hut to the northwest. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there. As I told you earlier, word for word. Elsa Bernard. So Bernard. The Baronet Bernard von Spielberg was a proud young man and had the dark hair and eyes of his father, the Baron. He rode off one morning and his horse returned without them. The horse had been raked by the claws of some large animal. There's still the cursor. There's still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet, but I fear he's dead. Reward. There's a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet and Elsa von Spielberg of 50 gold. For the capture of the death of the brigand and warlock, there is the reward of 50 gold. For the capture and death of the brigand, later, there is the reward of 50 gold and the title of Hero of Spielberg. Baba Yaga. The powerful ogress is the cause of all the Baron's misfortune. She is a vile creature who knows much magic. Okay, we already did that. Curse. Something else. Guards. The Baron von Spielberg lost most of his guards trying to defeat Baba Yaga. Baron. Yeah. Did I do Bernard? Yep. I feel like I did them all already. So something else. So let's do Valley. Spielberg Valley was once a prosperous and peaceful place before the Baron lost his family. Now the Baron will not leave his castle and does not know the ruin this land has come to. Man, he's just turned a blind eye to it. Monsters. There are many foul creatures stalking the forest since the Baron has too few guards to protect this valley from them. Graveyard. Baba Yaga cursed the graveyard such that the dead cannot rest at night. One cannot go near the graveyard after dark without risking his own death unless one uses protection. Well, then how does one get protection? There is an unguent that you can purchase from the healer, which protects against the dead that walk by night. Enough already. Can I come in? Just a minute while I raise the gate. Huh. Oh, God. Castle. This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielberg. Daughter. The Baron's daughter has been gone for years. Name. My name is Frederick. That's very frank. Barracks. The barracks are off to the right, but you have no business going there. Bald spot. Pierre's very proud of his mustache, but don't mention his bald spot. Baron. No one enters the castle without the Baron's permission, and the Baron sees no one. Castle. Alright. Daughter. Name. My name is Pierre. Okay. Ask him about the bald spot. Don't get me mad. Aw, he's not talking to me anymore. Oh boy. This is the barracks area. To the north you see the castle's central keep. To the east you see the main courtyard and the stables beyond. Along the wall to the southeast is the gatehouse. A line of bushes partially obscures a defensive pit along the wall. To the west you can see the barracks and a man standing in front of them. Can I talk to the man? I'm not here to answer your stupid questions. Go talk to Carl the gatekeeper. He talks to anybody about almost anything. Oh, yeah? Oh, I don't like your attitude. Good guard! You hear a guard yell for help. 4 guards inside the barracks grab their weapons and overwhelm you. As they drag you into the castle and down into the dungeon, you realize that might not have quite been the right thing to do. Hey, phone. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, can I knock on the door? There is no answer to your knock. The guards must all be asleep. Wait, what? Go away. This yard is just for us. This barracks is just for us guards. Can I get in there? The doors are securely locked and barred from the inside. The castle walls are very high. You judge that you would not be able to climb them. Is there nobody here? The castle's stable looks like it holds about 6 horses. It could use some cleaning up. To the northwest, you can see the castle's central keep. Let's look at the horse. The Baron was once known for his many fine and noble steeds. Only a few aging animals remain inside his stables. The Baron's horses aren't for sale. Can I grab the hay? Cannot. The horses have plenty of hay to eat. Oh, nighttime is setting in. After making sure no guards are looking, you climb over the wall. It is officially nighttime. After climbing the wall, you say to yourself, "Self," you says, "that wasn't too bad." Let's see. Actually, wait, I'm curious. Whoa! The tree is covered with old dried fruit from last year. Ew, you would think it would rot off. Oh, we got a monster. Hostile intent is evident. You prepare for battle. Hey. I'll take it. You search your opponent. You find 23 silvers and carefully place them in your pouch. Wait, yeah. Let's get the water. The lake water tastes pretty good, if a bit flat. The roar of the waterfall fills your ears, and the cold spray dampens your face as you approach. This grass is green with the freshness of spring. A river plunges for more than 100 feet down to down the face of the cliff. You see slick vertical cliff walls. A doorway has been built into the side of the cliff. A doorway, you say? You look for a good place to climb. That was almost too easy, just like climbing a ladder. Dang it. Pixels matter there. That's a narrow ledge up there. Alright. You fill an empty flask with the crystal clear water from the waterfall. Let's try this again. You knocked 3 times. The voice inside says, "Just a minute, get out of the way of the door." Alright. Oh, hello! Go on in! I'm gonna walk on in. It's gonna look like he hits me in, like, my butt with his dick. Hello, how are you? Have we met before? I'm Henry the Hermit, that's me. Me father was a hermit, me mother was a hermit, and so it's my job come up rightly. Don't have too many visitors, hermits don't, you know, part of the job description. I likes to see a new face, though. Good to hear another's speaking besides myself. So, what can I do you for? Name. I'm Henry the Eighth, I is. Me father was Henry, and father was a Henry, and his father was Henry, and his father was a Henry, and his father was a Henry, and his father was a Henry, and well, his father was Henry too, and everyone was an hermit. How do hermits have children? An hermit is what lives alone in life. He lives far away from all them people who ask too many questions, you know? Hermits are shy and quiet types, we don't say much. Me brother Harry hardly ever says a word in a year. Me sister Hortense hadn't spoken since she was 6. And I never talks at all. Yes, we hermits, we knows how to keep our mouths shut. I can see. Cave. Well, it's dark and it's damp and the walls roars, so it's not a moment's quiet. The ceiling drips and the walls are slimy. It's always cold, but, you know, oh well, I says, it's home. Family. Oh, my family lives pretty far apart from each other. You know, we're all hermits. Falls. This is what's called a flying falls. Yeah, I've done some flying falls around here myself. That porch gets a little slippery sometimes. Ladder. I know some magic. Erasmus the wizard taught me some spells. God. He's what put a spell on me ladder so the brigands don't get up. Then what's then climb the rocks and the door opens and it gets right in the nose. Erasmus. He's my friend and he and Fenris. Powerful wizard he is. He is up to something to see up north. I don't make it out there much cause he's pretty busy so he doesn't come here too often. But when we do get together, you could be sure we'll have fun. He loves to play games, he do. Fenris. Fenris is Erasmus familiar. Oh, he's the other way around. Games. Erasmus' favorite game is the Mage's Mage. I have to be a magic user to play it, though. Erasmus is awful good at it, considering he's a wizard. Spells. The spells what I knows is pretty simple, maybe, but I likes them. I can make me ladder show up and me door close behind me and even get rid of pests using the trigger spell, you see. Trigger. It's a spell what sets off the other spells. Like, when you wants to see the ladder, you have to cast a trigger, and there you have it. Large as life. Of course, you got to have a spell on the invisible ladder to make it visible in the first place. It's got its uses, though. I think I have a scroll around me somewhere if you be knowing some magic that is. Scroll, please. If you be wanting to learn a spell, I'll be pleased to share it with you. It's just getting molded in me hiding place. You want it? Yeah, definitely want it. Please, take it out of your hiding spot. Let's see, how does Erasmus do it? Oh, yes. He summons it with a trigger spell. Here goes. Ah! There you has it. The scroll vanishes even as you read the magical runes upon it. You now have the knowledge to cast a trigger spell. Brigands. Nasty sorts they is. I sees them sneaking around on the woods, and other than the warlock, I has nothing to do with them. Warlock? He's not so bad. He's got a good sense of humor, he has. I get giggles just to think of him. He comes by at times to chat. Borrowed the mirror, what I borrowed from Erasmus, he did. Like, what? Magic mirror reflection it was. If you use it when a nasty spell was cast at you, it was what sent it back to the one who what cast it. Do unto others, I says. So he had a mirror and he gave it to the brigand's warlock. So It sounds like the Brigand's Warlock is somewhat friendly. 1 water-filled flask. 2 healing potions. Can I get... come on, mouse. A wall. Okay, I guess I can't. So was that everything? That was everything for the hermit. We also can spend the night here if we really wanted to. I don't have much, but what I have, and it isn't for sale. The fire is down to a set of dimly glowing coals. The cave is cold and clammy, and it smells like mildew and wet dog hair in here. The walls are covered with phosphorescent fungus. The fungus glows eerily in the cave's dim light. It's the hermit's staff. He needs a large staff to help him record his memoirs for posterity. Aww. You see a cot. It's an ancient Egyptian... Oops. It's an ancient Egyptian pot from the tomb of Anan-Ha. Good place to keep grain for hermit's ale. Henry always keeps a good supply of coal on hand. You think you see the shaggiest little man, you think it's a man anyway, you've ever seen. Well, I think that's all we can do here. If you ever be needing a place to stay at night in the area, I could be willing to put you up for the night for some rations and a couple games of cribbage. Truly not worth it, honestly. Truly not worth it. Wait, yeah, so let me see my character thing. Ah. So, what else can I do at night? Well, I guess we can head to Arana's. Ha! Just as I suspected. Hostile intent is evident. Come on. They always do that psych out. Alright, fine. 12 silver coins. Oh, a cheetar. You got nothing, fool. It's dead, of course. Doesn't smell very good either. You search your opponent. Some of the cheetar's claws have been broken off or damaged apparently in the battle. You remove the remaining claws and put them away in your pack. Now, it says I have a lot of stamina, but I don't know that I have a lot of stamina. And if you run out of stamina in a fight, you die. And if you die in this game, I die in real life. You won't, mate. Trigger, maybe? There's no response to my spell. Oh, no, a goblin! Ah, same dead thing. Okay. Let's do a little exploring at night. Oh God. Looking around, you get the very feeling that this is not a good place to be.
Baba Yaga does not welcome strangers. You will have to deal with me before you can enter. Baba Yaga is one tough magic user. If you're so stupid that you want to enter, perhaps we can make a deal.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga is the most powerful ogress all around. If you have any brains, you'll stay away from her.
Ogress.
You're some hero if you don't even know what an ogress is. Baba Yaga's hut will squat if you say the rhyme.
So what's the rhyme?
The hut will squat if you say, hut of brown, now sit down.
Well, that was easy to learn the rhyme. I swear, somebody else made me pay them for it. Deal.
All the other skulls have glowing eyes, but me? Ooh, no. I don't need lovely glowing eyes. Just open and close the gate, that's all I'm good for. But if you can give me a glowing gem for my eyes, then I will let you in through the gate. Well, is it a deal or isn't it?
It's a deal.
All I ask is for a little gem or jewel that glows in the dark. You're the big hero, so go find one.
I don't know if he was supposed to tell me the rhyme. Oh, no, wait, that's right. You're getting tired. Now, you're in the Goblin Central Combat Training Zone. The CCTZ, as we call it for short. You wonder where all the goblins are coming from, but don't worry about it. It's just one of those little unsolved mysteries of the universe. This is a great spot to kind of make some quick cash and to also... Hey, a goblin steps out of the bush. It's a good place to get your skills up and to get some coin. Wow, you threw that dead goblin a long way. Goblin. So now... This poor slob was a big loser at the poker game. He didn't even have lunch money. You find 4 silvers tucked in his tunic. He has no use for the silvers anymore, so into your pocket they go. Yeah, the more goblins we kill here, the more keep showing up until I think it's maybe like 6 or 7 or something. It gets a bit ridiculous. But, as I mentioned, it's a good way to start making money. And there's all sorts of comical things they'll say. If I look at them. Wait, no, is it just if I try and search them? Does anyone know CPR? A good goblin, get it? Because he's dead? The only good goblin is a dead goblin. So, okay. I guess we'll get to kill these guys and then do some more exploring. Oh yeah. There we go. 4 silvers. Oh wait, no, that guy's... It's your lucky day. This was the big winner at last night's poker game. You take his 35 silvers. Cool. Cool beans. So let's see. I feel like Piranha's piece is around here somewhere. Oh, hello. You hear you hear squeaky muttering from beneath the ground. It seems that the meeps are having quite a discussion about you.
Hiya, pleased to meet you.
Yeah, if you watched my Let's Play of Hero U, you'll recognize that whole hiya thing and who this is referring to. Meeps.
We are happy meeps, living in our little happy holes. Don't worry, be happy.
Rocks.
We use rocks for doors and they keep us dry and warm in our holes.
Yeah, tell me about your holes.
We live in the tunnels under the ground, you know?
Fur.
Hey man, fur is good stuff, keeps us warm. Mine's the best. It's, green.
Can I have your green fur?
Oh, you want some green fur? Yeah, I think I have some around here somewhere.
Dragon face. Brigands.
Gee, boss, I really don't know much about that.
Hey, sorry. Magic.
I found a scroll laying around in the woods one day. Do you want it? It's yours.
These people are so generous. That's all I needed them for. You pick up the spell scroll. As the magical runes fade, you find that you now know how to detect magic. You pick up the green fur. Wait. The meadow is covered with a lit, light carpet of grass, broken up by the meat holes. There's a wad of bright green fur on the ground. Not anymore. Oh dear. This is the mantray. These things are confusing. I don't know that spell. I don't know that spell. Wait, no. I don't want to run. Ugh. Da-da-da-da. Dodge. And dodge. And stab. I don't like fighting those things. They're not very useful. I don't think they leave any good loot. What a waste. No treasure. What a waste indeed. Detect magic. I sense no magic in this area. Ooh, what is this? Let's go ahead and save. Ooh, looky, a human. What's it doing here? Yuck. Let's have some fun with it. Humans, why is it always humans? Go away, you can't play. I think it wants to play with us. Human, do you know how to dance? Do you know how to dance? 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 Will you dance for us? Dance! Can you dance? Yeah, sure. Then dance for us. Humans can't dance. Let's see you dance. I bet you can't dance. Dance for us. All he wanted to do is dance. Let's see you. Dance, dance. And now they're dancing with me. It does know how to dance. Wow. This is neat. I didn't think you could do this. Well, I just love it. You love an Antwerp. Do not. Do too. Ding! Wow! So, can I not talk to them anymore? Can I grab fairy dust from them? Well, we just danced with them, so let's do something else. He came into our circle! Who invited you here? How rude. You can't come in here. Now you're really gonna get it. What an insult. You'll just have to dance. Have to dance, 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 dance. 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 He's no fun. He fell right over. Land of 1,000 dances. For such wimpy-looking creatures, those fairies sure can play rough. You never danced so hard in your entire life, which is now over. I'm curious. Can I sleep here? Sleep all night? Nope. Oh, wait, cancel. Night Gaunt gotcha. While you were asleep, something decided to make a meal of you. You're not sure what it was, but you really don't care at this point. You shouldn't go to sleep where the creatures of the night can get to you. Well, I thought the fairies would help me. Useless fairies. Huh. Man. This thing is a waste. Stab, stab, stab. Such an awkward animation for avoiding. Woo! Feel like I'm doing max damage. Because my skill should be doing more damage than possible, but it is not the case. Oh, wait. Pine needles, small moss-covered rocks, and early spring grasses cover the forest floor. Scotch pine. It appears that a recent avalanche has sealed off the road leading out of the valley. Ah. There seems to be a fox north of the road. Help me, brave, kind hero. My foot is caught in this trap, and if I had hands like you instead of paws, I could free myself. Please help me. And I am in such pain and agony I cannot think. Help me, good adventurer, please. Okay, we'll help you. You spring the trap. In exchange for your kindness, I will give you some advice and a bit of information. First of all, it pays sometimes to be polite or even rude to people. As for an amusing tidbit, Baba Yaga put an enchantment on the Baron's daughter some years back. To break the spell, you need to talk to the Dryad. Au revoir, ta-ta, and for now, and be seeing you. Let's respring the trap. Nope. Can't be doing that. Ah, this guy's awake at all hours of the day. Far from Fossfield fares forth this fighter. Hunger has hurled me hither from home. My name it is known in the Northlands is Broggy. Farter with the blades clash or barter with me. Wait, can I actually kill him? I would like to test my mettle. From the blue color of his skin and his huge height, you can tell this is a frost giant. Snow covers rock, scissors cut snow, and rock breaks scissors. It's very zen. The mountains rise quickly from this point and are covered with snow. To the west, you can see that the snow has melted in most of the forest, but here it is heavy. Yeah, let's fight you. Fiercer than frostbite, my fury is fearless. My axe is edged as is the ice. Well then, come on, mate. Let's get this party started. Oof. Courage you carry, but skill is scanty. Face not this foe, before fiercer you fight. The bigger they come, the harder they hit. Next time, pick on someone your own size. I didn't think I could kill him. But we gotta try anyway. Hostile intent is evident. I'll take it. I'm gonna be rich. Let's see. It is nighttime, right? It is not yet dawn. I was hoping to sleep until morning, but I can't find Arana's place, which I think is around... Oh, man. I need to get that flame dart spell. Yay, I can see my stamina points again. Oh, crud. Yeah, those are the kind of fights I like. Nice and quick. Nope. Sorry, Manta Ray. We're not doing this. Anything else? Anybody else want to party? There we go. The meadow lies covered with a blanket of flowers, unusual for this early in the spring. It is warm, even though it is surrounded by the late snows of winter. A large carved stone lies flat on the ground. You feel as though someone gentle was watching over you. You feel that you are safe here. The air has the fresh, clean scent of the mountains, accompanied by numerous perfume-like fragrances. Let's take that fruit. The sweet, juicy fruit of the tree is amazingly satisfying and refreshing. The large stone appears to be ancient and deliberately placed. Marks carved into the stone almost look like writing. No amount of physical effort will be able to move this stone. The stone has the words, Arana's Peace, carved onto the top. There are some runes carved along the side. What are the runes on the side? Can I see the runes? Oh, wow. It reads, If thy will is magic, so shall I share. Open this stone and claim what is there. Huh. We have a trigger spell, and we have a fetch spell, but no open spell. Dang it. This entire area is magical. In particular, the fruit tree that radiates magic, and you sense that a spell has been placed on a large stone. All of the magic has a warm, nurturing feeling to it. Let's grab some flowers. As you pick a variety of the sweet-smelling flowers, they seem to glow in your hands as you put them away safely. You take another handful of flowers. You have all the flowers you need. Let's sleep all night. You sleep comfortably among the fragrant flowers. You awake as the sun begins to rise. It is a new day. So what is this way? I forget. Oh, yes, I remember. The ogre is carrying a chest in his massive arms. This ogre is in a bad mood. You can use a calm spell to, like, stop him and get on through without killing him. And I think he shows up in the in-game screen. Anybody you don't kill shows up in the in-game screen. But... and big. Very big. Oh. Oh yeah, right. I have to wait till he sticks his foot out. Boom! There is a big, ugly, dead ogre here. A search of the ogre's body produces no treasure. However, the chest he was carrying lies beside his body. The dead ogre's huge club is much too heavy for you to lift. The chest is locked. Well. Can I... pick it? The lock on the ogre's chest clicks open. The dead ogre's chest contained 1 gold and 43 silver, which you take and put away. As your eyes adjust from from sunlight to darkness, you examine the interior of this eerie cavern. You sense something moving off to your right. On one side of the cavern is a creature which looks to be a large bear. There is something attached to his leg. You know that bears can't talk. Let's detect magic. There is an aura of magic throughout the cavern. It seems to center on the bear. Bears aren't magical. So what could this entail? Can I sneak by? Cannot sneak by. Well then, why don't we sell some of our reagents and take some of our reward money and go back to town? Oh. Out of all the Quest for Glory games, I gotta say, this is probably my second favorite. My least favorite would be part 5. Easily. Oh. To the south and east is the forest from which you came. To the north and northwest are steep cliffs. There's some unusual plants growing here on the side of the cliffs. They are spitting what seems to be some kind of seed. Gross. Let's use fetch. You get into a good position. Since they're doing things, let's take it. You lose concentration and the spell fades. You will have to practice some more. Really? My expertise is 8? Oh, right. You lose concentration. This is why I cheated with my stats. Because I didn't want to have to do this on so many different things like climbing and sneaking and lockpicking. I'll do it for fun, but I feel like it would not make for good watching, and my videos would go much too long. Speaking of which, I'm going to need to eat at some point. Wait, nope. Come back here. Well, it looks like my spell is just going to take a while to build up, so let's go the alternate route. The cliff walls are very steep and they look difficult to climb. But I looked for an appropriate spot to climb. So let's wait for it. And I got it. You put the seed into your backpack and climb on down. Now, this is one thing that I really loved about the game growing up. There were so many solutions to getting all this done. To pretty much everything, if I gotta be honest. Let's see, let's do this and grab that. Awesome. Like, there's the bear, the ogre, and just that whole cave. There's so many different ways to complete that whole series of things. And some of them you do have to be skilled for, and others just clever. Well, there's Heinrich. The centaur stops raking as you approach. The forest surrounds the farmer's small fields and orchard. The crops have yet to be planted. There are only a few weeds and some grasses at the edge of the forest. To the east, you can see a small house. To the west, you can see the forest. To the north, beyond the farmer's orchard, you can see more forest. I am Heinrich, and I live in town with my daughter Hildy, who sells our produce on the market street. Hildy is a bright little filly. I'm very proud of her. Farmer's Mart. Our stand is in the northeast corner of Spielberg. The produce is not of the finest this time of year, but you will not find better than my fruit come harvest time. Harvest. We grow fine fruit in our little orchard and sell it at our stand in town. There you will find fresh cherries in the spring, peaches in the summer, and apples in the fall. It's truly a sight to see. He really doesn't say anything useful. Farm. I can grow enough on this little plot to feed my family and the village. You should see this field during the summer. Vegetables. There are a few carrots and potatoes left from last season, but I'm just starting to plant the crops now. Fruit. In a couple of months, I'll have some cherries. The apples won't ripen until fall. Field. There is much work I have for me to do now, and I bid you a good day. Brigands. The brigands attacked me a few months ago. I am a strong fighter, and my hooves are deadly, but there were just too many of them. My right leg was broken, and there is no pride for a centaur who cannot run. If it had not been for the unlikely intervention of their leader, I would be dead. Leader. The leader came up after the brigands attacked me and forced them to stop, ordering them not to hurt people from the town. Then, to my amazement, the leader gave me a healing potion and had me carried to the healer's house. It was hard to judge the leader, whose face was obscured by a large helm, but there was compassion, unlike one would expect from a brigand. Healer. The healer lives just east of here. She is very skilled with potions. Centaurs. We centaurs are a very ancient and proud people. Baron. I'm sorry, I know very little about the Baron and his family. Let's grab some rocks from the ground. The farmer has painstakingly removed all the rocks from his fields. I only do that because I know that is true. You can't grab rocks there. You knock on the door. After a bit of moment, you hear a voice say, "Come on in." Well, what can I do for you this time? Let's get the cheetar claws. Do you mean to tell me that you actually killed a cheetar? You're really quite scary. Here's your money. You might think about purchasing a healing potion. Oh, wow. Wow, I'm selling quite a few here. Kind of wish she would just take it all at once. I'm sure that's what her husband said, too. Uh-huh. Alrighty. Man, this is a process. At least I'll be able to buy the armor and all the spell potions, I believe. We'll see how much money I have left at the end of all this. Just a minute, let me raise the gate. Okay, let me send this message real fast. Well, enter the castle grounds. I've never actually seen that text before. Nothing over here. Okay. All right. And I'm back in town. So you return to my shop. Ask of me what you will, but keep it to the point. Oh no, we're here to buy. I have 7 gold pieces and a bunch of silver. Let's buy the flame spell. And the open spell. Nice. Your spells don't seem to work here, and that's fine. Aw, come on. Whatever. Let's go see Shima. You take a seat at the nearest table. Whoa! No! The game crashed. Well, I want to keep going, but I do need to eat. And we just lost some progress. Okay. Let's see how bad the progress was lost. Oh man, that's no good. That's no good. Okay, so I killed the ogre. Let's kill the ogre. We're just gonna skip past all the things. You're kidding, right? I am not kidding. Let's pick up where we left off. Hey, hit him before he hits you. So I think the only things we did of importance is we got a couple of points from talking to Heinrich, and then that was it. So we search him. That brings up the chest. Go here, pick that. And oh, right, and we got the other thing from over here. Nope, get back up there. Gotcha. Yeah, I got some salsa verde pizza in my fridge I need to finish eating. It was expensive and very worth it. Hostile intent is there. He's gonna psych me out, and then he's gonna go for the attack. And then I can just lay into him. Man. Wait a minute. I think the town's over here. Okay. Grab that coin. Let's go down. Let's hit the town. And get those points. I want those points. Farmer's Mart. Harvest. That's all fluff. I think I only need to ask him about brigands. Yeah, that was it. Something else, centaurs, and that was that. Now we have the fun of selling those things over and 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 over again. Buying the spells. So we're almost caught up. We weren't too far behind. Wait, well. There we go. All right. I'm going to save after that one. So yeah, don't steal from her. You will not be allowed back in. Hey, wait. I got a point for selling that thing to her. The cheetar claws. Okay, we got that. Let's sell her some of that. Let's go here. Buy the spells, do the things. Open spell. Flame spell. We still have some more spells to learn. It said we need to know 9 spells. I don't know if there's 9 spells in this game. So let's upgrade our armor. As you count your money, you realize you don't have enough to purchase this particular item. Aw, that's no fun. Food. No, I didn't want the flask. No! This mouse is not easy here. Here you are. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage. Alrighty, so let's save, because saving is nice. I think it's what, F5? Yeah, wow, nice.
What do you want?
Well, they said that the Dragon's Breath is the house specialty, so let's get that. If you want a mug of the Dragon's Breath, house rules says that you have to pay up front. I cough up the cash.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, Crusher, our friend here wants the Dragon's Breath.
Oh man, what did I just do? Why is that so important to him? Nice!
There you go.
Never tasted anything like it before. Oh, wow. Talk about a fiery brew. Maybe you really shouldn't have tried the Dragon's Breath. Better luck next time. And we hope you saved your game. Can I do spells here? My spells don't seem to work here. I'm pretty sure I bought the spells. Okay. Can I do spells here? Yay! Wait, there's a monster after me. I can always tell because the outside of the screen changes from like a very dark gray to black. Alright. Let's start spamming magic. Why? Because I don't know. Actually, I probably shouldn't. Magic is a little hard to regenerate in this game. Wait, no. Yep, here. So, we can cast Open. And we get a scroll. The scroll vanishes even as you read the magical runes upon it. You now have the knowledge to cast a Calm spell. That will certainly come in handy. Calm in handy. Too bad for the ogre. So, calm. Suddenly, a feeling of peace and tranquility permeates the area. This section of the cave has an eerie quality. You can see a kobold resting on a ledge across from you. So there's multiple ways to do this. I need that key. Probably for the bear that's in the other room. You also need those mushrooms. I want the mushrooms. So there's multiple ways to do this. I can sneak over there and take the key off of him and take the mushrooms, and that'll be fine. Or I can take the fighter's route and just fight him. I can throw rocks at him too. Or I can just be a magician and cast fire at him or fetch. My sneak skill is best, so we're going to do that. You pick up the kobold's mushrooms and put them in your pack. This part of the cavern is spacious and multi-leveled. Phosphorescent fungus illuminates the cavern with an unearthly glow. On a rocky platform above the cave floor is a kobold, one of the one of the race of ugly, miserly creatures known for their skill in magic. The strange creature is dressed in ragged clothes. It has large, pale eyes. It must have spent its entire life in these caves. A large brass key hangs from its thong around the creature's neck. You can't reach the key from here. Very carefully, you remove the key around the kobold's neck. And that's all we needed. You have one brass key. The bear won't let me near the lock. As is typical for bears. The kobold's key disappears as you turn it in the lock. Whoa! You have the honor of meeting Baronet Bernard von Spielberg. We are pleased that you broke our enchantment. Perhaps our father Baron will reward you should you ever visit our castle. The arrogance of Baronet astonishes you. Perchance the kobold magic user had a reason for changing him into a bear. Well, it's a good thing we didn't kill the bear. Maybe we should visit the castle. I think we should. Oh, hello. And you're dead. What a waste. No treasure. Wait, where are you going? Mate. Come back. Oh. This must be the town graveyard. What a rundown place. It's certainly creepy here, even during the daylight hours. The graves seem to be placed haphazardly in the tiny graveyard. All appear to be old and poorly maintained. A large stone you are facing has been engraved with this message. Here lies Lester Moore, gored 6 times by a wild boar. No less, no more. This is the tomb in which the Spielberg nobility have traditionally been buried. A massive grate covers a hole, keeping you from seeing the bottom. The grate is clearly rusted shut, and you won't be able to open it. A large tombstone seems to have barely legible epitaph. Here lies an atheist, all dressed up and nowhere to go. Growing up out of the grave is an evil-looking plant with a slimy, poisonous sheen. Certainly, okay, yeah. Is that everything? Can I? You would have trouble convincing the people you're a hero if you climbed the wall into town during the day. Well, what? Can I climb that wall? I had no idea. The sky is piercing blue with scudding white clouds. No monsters? No monsters. But perhaps... Oh, right, we said we're going to the castle. Come in, come in. You have been expected. Baron von Spielberg awaits you in the castle. The grounds are neglected and overgrown. The castle's central keep rises above the rear of the courtyard. The man has the muscles of a trained athlete and is apparently quite skilled with a sword. If you are addressing me, sir, you must respect me enough to address me to my face. I am the weapon master, expert swordsman and trainer. Sword. The sword is the finest of all weapons. It requires an equal measure of skill and strength. The skills of the sword are thrust, swing, parry, and dodge. Timing of such actions is critical to the success of the fighter. Practice. Practice is the way to improve and refine one's skills. Friendship. Please don't bore me, young adventurer. Ask me about something more interesting. Castle. This is the castle of Baron von Spielberg. I am the weapon master of the castle. Baron. The Baron has had the wisdom to recognize greatness when I presented myself. Thus, he made me weapon master. Bernard. The Baronet had some minor talent with weapons, but he was too impatient. If he had but listened and learned what I teach, he would never have been lost. Elsa. A bright child for a girl. She used to watch me practice daily and question me constantly. Pity she was not born a boy. She would have made a talented swordsman had I trained her. If I did, I could not demean myself to teach a mere girl, of course. Guards. You will find them very skilled at fighting. After all, I am the one who trains all the guards at this castle. Town. Don't bore me. Fighting. Fighting is both an art and a skill. It is a skill in the use of muscle strength and the agility of control. It is an art in outwitting and outmaneuvering the opponent. I am, of course, the skilled artiste. Do you fight? I am a skilled teacher as well as a skilled fighter. For a mere gold coin, I will be glad to give you some practice and pointers on how to better your skills. Will you pay for a lesson? You darn tootin' I will. The weapon master lends you the necessary items, and then I salute you. On guard. And the lesson begins. Thrust. Yeah, I don't know if there's any actual strategy in this. I think you just have to hit whatever. You just have to have high skill. And that'll be enough. And we have very high skill. Thwap! Thwap. Too bad I can't start casting magic. Man, this is taking a minute. Come on, you. Come on, you. I'm just gonna keep stabbing at him. Just the thrust. So when the game was made for Steam, I'm using the Steam version. They fixed up DOSBox, and it really helped with a lot of these animations. Because these animations, DOS used a different type of memory, and then Windows used a different type. So a lot of DOS games no longer performed right. So animations in this game, some of them go super fast, some of them don't. Enough! I can see now that my career must end. Anytime that I, the weapon master, can be beaten by a mindless, nasty little twerp like you, it is just simply time to take an interminable vacation. By your leave, I hope your sword rusts in your cape fragments in the most awful manner. Aww, what a bad sport. You don't get anything for beating him, but satisfaction. What time is it? It is mid-morning. Hey. You looking for some work? Yes. Good. Come on in here and take a rake. And I love this music. Great music. I don't pay you to rest. Get to work now. All caps. He must be mad. Okay, come on over here. Stableman hands you some coins and says, You're now 5 silvers richer. Can I... Okay, 134. Work. The work is simple. Just grab a rake and clean this place up. Pay. You get 5 silvers each time you clean the stables. Horse. We used to have some of the finest horses in the north, when the Baron still cared about things other than his troubles. Now we just have this one outside and the 2 in here. Baron. Ever since the trouble started, the Baron just hasn't been interested in his horses. Baronet. He used to ride the black horse over there. That horse isn't black. You need to get your eyes checked. Magic. Don't ask me about anything to do with magic. I don't want to know. Don't tire me out with a bunch of questions. Can't you see what a hard life I have? Valley. Just get out and wander around. You'll find out. Wait. Work. Or yeah, never mind. I already asked him about that. Asked about the Baron. Yep. Stables. The old stable used to be twice the size of this before it burned down. This is fine with so few horses, but it is rather small. Guards. They don't bother me, I don't bother them. Monsters. Those things scare me silly. Antwerp. He loves Antwerps. Okay. So we've done enough things, enough of the things to warrant a save, I think. Wait, what's in here? This holds drinking water for the horses. And I can't drink the horse water. How rude. Hey, Twitchin'. Hope you're having a good night. The Baron von Spielberg and the Baronet await you in the Great Hall. Words cannot express the gratitude I have towards you. Not only have you freed the Baronet from enchantment and allowed my son to return to me, but you have renewed my hope that the curse may yet be lifted. My son, Baronet Bernard von Spielberg, also desires to acknowledge his indebtedness. Bernard? I am appreciative of your efforts on my behalf. I sincerely hope that you will continue your valiant adventures in our land. If anyone can rid the land of brigands, it will be you. Someday in the near future, I can envision holding a ceremony in your honor and bestowing upon you the title of Hero of Springfield Spielberg. Bernard? It would be nice if someone could finally do something to defeat the brigands and claim the title. As you leave the castle tomorrow, you will receive the reward money I long ago posted for the safe return of my son as a token of my thanks. You will, of course, be expected to dine with us and be our guest in the castle tonight. Do you have any questions? Wow. Castle. This castle has been in the family for 2 centuries now as a gift from the King Siegfried III. Curse. Some years back, I tried to force Ogress Baba Yaga to leave our valley, and she put a curse upon me that I should lose everything I held dear. When I lost my daughter and my son, I lost all interest in living. My land suffered because I suffered. Now, with the return of my son, I trust the prophecy is about to come true, thanks to you. Baba Yaga. I have attempted everything in my power to get rid of her and make her go away. I fear it will take some kind of magic to be able to counteract her magic. Daughter. My beautiful little girl was stolen away 10 years ago by Baba Yaga's magic. She has never been found despite all the searching that has been done for her. I thought she was lost forever, but you have renewed my hope that I will again have her beside me. Yorick. Yorick was my court jester and a man of infinite jest. He went off to find my daughter, but alas, poor Yorick never returned. Magic. I know very little about magic, much to my sorrow. Perhaps you should talk to wizards Zara in town or Erasmus on Zauberberg. Yeah, the games are on Steam as well, and I don't know if GOG edited their game file the same way. Like, I noticed, for example, a few bugs in Quest for Glory 4 were fixed, and all I had to do was just install the game and load it. And Quest for Glory 1 and 2 Actually, all of them just worked right out of the box. So it was nice that it was fixed up like that, because I love this game. Prophecy. The prophecy states, "Comes a hero from the east. Free the man and the beast. Bring the child out from the band. Drive the cursor from the land. You have entered here from the east, and you have released my son from the form of a bear. I am certain you can fulfill the rest of it and remove this dreadful curse." Also, I do want to point out, Twitchin, that the creators, Lori and Corey Smith, Lori and Corey Cole, had created a spiritual successor to this game called Hero U, Road to Redemption. There's a lot of references to Quest for Glory, and it's pretty similar. It's more like a point-and-click adventure. I mean, similar to this, except you're a student in a school, and I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. So they released that earlier this year, I believe. So there's videos on YouTube. I put out some videos of it on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. I recommend it. Okay, so Curse. Oh, wait, I already read back. I already read that. Wait. Go back. Baron. I am Stefan von Spielberg, 12th Baron of the Spielberg Castle. Brigands. If I had more guards, I would wipe the brigands out myself now that I have my son back. Oh, wait. Crap. It is also rumored that there is another way into their fortress, but I have no knowledge about it. What's the reward? I have offered substantial rewards for the return of my son and my daughter, as well as for the leader of the warlock of the brigands. Brigand leader. There have always been brigands around, but until the leader and the warlock showed up a few years ago, they were not much of a problem. The leader seems to be a brilliant strategist who manages each raid with little loss. Once the leader is gone, I am sure the brigands can easily be defeated. Warlock. As if the valley hasn't been plagued with enough evil magic users. From what I have heard, his magic isn't powerful, but it is used effectively. I want to try something here. Let's tempt fate. Let's throw a dagger at him. You realize, of course, that such an action will not only have you grabbed by the guards, dragged to the dungeon, and brutally tortured, but you probably won't be able to win this game if you perform them. Oh. Well then. Yeah, just go ahead and add Hero U on your wish list, and that way you'll get an email whenever it's on sale. I paid the full, I think, $30 for it. I think it's worth $30, but definitely worth 15 or 20. Kobold. I rode off one morning with my men in search of the monsters to fight. I got separated from my men when I came across an entrance to the cave. As I entered, the kobold ordered me to get out. I informed it that I was the Baronet Bernard von Spielberg and heir to the lands and all within. I ordered it to bow before me. Then it cast a spell upon me, and I remember very little about after that. Bear. I would prefer not to talk about it. Brigands. I will soon lead the troops against the brigands and wipe them from this land. I'm sure. Baronet. I am Baronet Bernard von Spielberg, heir to the lands and all within. Isn't that what got you turned into a kobold? The Great Hall of Spielberg Castle is not very impressive. Wait, yeah. The room is plain with scuffed floors and grimy plastered walls. The Baron von Spielberg looks like he was once a strong man, but sorrow has aged him greatly. The Baronet looks his usual haughty self, although his clothes are a little neater than the last time you saw him. Is that all I can do in here? I believe so. Can I eat that pig? The table is filled to overflowing. A roast pig awaits on this sideboard to be your supper. No, I don't stream... Oh, wait, let me do this. A servant is waiting for you outside to show you to your quarters. We will see you at supper later. After a wonderful meal with the Baron and his son, a peaceful night's sleep in a feather-down bed, and a filling breakfast in bed, You are ready to go adventuring once more. So, okay. There is a streamer that I really am a big fan of, and he's the whole reason I kind of wanted to get into streaming this game. And several others, because I miss all the Sierra games. Follow him, or subscribe to him on YouTube. His name is Delandau3000. He's Dutch. He's a Dutch scientist that lived in Japan, and now he lives somewhere in America. He stopped making videos, but he did pretty much all the great Sierra games, or pretty much all of them except for Quest for Glory series. And he's absolutely great. I love the way how he explains things. I love his sense of humor. He'll show you every single death sequence. And yeah, he's totally worth it. The Landau 3000. But I do want to do more point-and-click adventure games because I think they are very fun, and I love them. Okay. So I think we're pretty much done with the castle for now. And what time is it? I think it is... Day is dawning. Certainly I have enough money for the armor now. Oh, I'm not familiar with 8-Bit. I'll check him out. But yeah, Delandau is just magic. Let's buy apples. I think I only need to buy 5, if I remember correctly. 3, 4, and 5. How much can I hold? You're now carrying 59 pounds of equipment, supplies, and whatever else you picked up along the way. I can carry up to 140 pounds. You won't be needing your old armor anymore. I'll give you 50 silver trade-in discount. Here you are. Thank you for your patronage. And there we go. What's this? A chink in your armor? No, it's just a rust spot. Hey, what? Wait. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. I always forget what that sound is. Alright, so there's not much more we can do during the daytime. There's 2 things I can think of. Actually, wait, no, I need to go back up there. Well, I already did the whole Hero U game. I did that. I think I spent 30 hours or something talking and doing whatever. But I plan on going through the entire Quest for Glory series, so I'll be on here doing that whenever I'm available. So hell yeah. Always happy to meet people who love Quest for Glory too. Or as well, I should say. I pick up the note. You smooth out the piece of paper and read, B, meet me at the archery range as soon as possible. Urgent. Ooh, something is afoot. So let's go check it out. Wait a minute. I need to save. Because I know there's a way to goof it up here. Like if I leave here, down here, and then just go straight up, it jumps me over diagonally. And that can actually get me killed in that circumstance. No, don't need to be down here. Yeah, no, I grew up on Sierra. Sierra was just a massive amount of fun. It taught me how to type. And A few other things. Leisure Suit Larry taught me how to love. Him and Al Bundy. Man, I think these guys show up in the afternoon or at some point soon. You seem to have startled the white stag. So, there's a bit of trickery here. Whenever we talk to the butcher in town, he says that, man, if I could just get my hands on that stag, then I'd be back in business. So, trying to do them a favor, you might think you might need to throw a dagger at the stag and kill it. No. Because then you can come over and talk to the dryad, and you're pretty much dead man walking if you saved after that point. So, don't kill the stag. I don't like saying spoilers like that, but there it is. Again, you feel a sense of closeness with nature. What a beautiful animal. The majestic white stag is an outstanding example of beauty of the animal kingdom. Well then. The tree woman speaks. I am the dryad, keeper of the woods. Are you one with the woods? Yes. Then you shall aid me in my quest, and I shall aid you in yours. Bring me a seed from the spore-spitting Spirea of the north, that I may plant it elsewhere, in order to preserve these rare and magical plants. Thus you will become a true friend of the forest. I detect that you have such a possession. Are you willing to give me the seed? Yes. You drop the seed into the dryad's limbs. Now this will boldly grow where none has grown before. Heed now my words, friend of the forest, and heed them well. Friend, you must know that there is an evil in this valley which perverts the ways of nature. The prophecy says that a hero will bring a young human from out of darkness. If you are the one to accomplish this task, then there is a potion to break enchantments which the healer can make for you. You must gather these 3 ingredients: flowers from Arana's peace, green fur, and fairy dust, and a magic acorn and flying water. Farewell, friend. I must return to my concentration. May the forest forever surround you. You see an acorn fall slowly to the ground. You pick up the dryad's gift of a magic acorn. Yeah, she will be mad, and there's just no getting away from it. You will be dead. Dead many times over. Should be afternoon. Oh, day is dawning, so I need to wait until the afternoon. Let's do a thing, perhaps. Up. And over here. Maybe only the fighter can kill him. I'm a thief, so it looks like I'm limited. Brog-eye. Brog-eye I be, to boast of my boldness, strong as the storm that sends forth the snow, fiercer in fighting than foes in their fury. Fear now this frost giant fighter and flee. Northlands. Far from the frost field, fares forth this fighter. Hunger has hurled me hither from home. My name, it is known in the Northlands as Brog-eye. Barter with the blades clash, or bargain with me. So what's the bargain? Find me some fruit for me to mellow my mead horn. Gift I will give of a gem that now glows. Jewel from Jotunheim, flare of the frost flame. Fetch to me the fruit that will fill up my fists. It looks like those will take a lot of fruit to fill up those fists. Mead? Mead is the mother's milk, mighty yet mellow, that brings joy to giants and madness to men. Gem. Glow of the frost flame that fills up the night field, a jewel that is flawless, the finest of gems. Fighting. Fiercer than frost... Wait, I already read this. Yeah, I am not a warrior, so I cannot do that. Fruit you have found to fill all my food stores, thus filled the bargain my gem you have bought. Bragai has bartered, and all that has been answered. The mead it may mellow, and now I head home. Bragai strides off through the cave on his way back to the northern homeland. The cave looks eerie and ominous. Better watch out, those icicles look sharp. Yeah, I'm not watching out. Yeah, the fighter seemed a little lame in the first couple games. I mean, they definitely made it worth choosing later on. But for me personally, I feel like choosing the thief in the first game, getting the magic abilities, just opened you up to so many more doors, like throughout the rest of the series. You could do everything. Alright, let's save. Or nearly everything. Everything outside the Paladin and like the specific quests. Like in Quest for Glory 2, the Mages Guild. I don't think you could do that offhand anyway. Unless you were a mage. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because that's one of my favorite parts. It's mid-morning. Let's sleep. Too impatient. Damn straight I'm impatient. Let's see, what else can I do during the daytime? It said... Okay, maybe I need to go talk to the healer. That'll kill some time. I have not heard of Heroine's Quest. I'll check that out, though, because I definitely would like to do a new experience. Is it just, is it similar and you just play as a girl? Oh, you tell the healer that you have been to visit the Dryad of the Woods and that she has given you a magic acorn and told you the formula for a potion to dispel enchantments. So you helped the Dryad, that's nice. She does keep the forest around here healthy, so that's how to make a dispel potion, is it? Thanks for letting me know. Okay. Let's do something else. Did it update her speech? Yes. Dispel potion. If you know the ingredients I need, then bring them here. I can make you such a potion. So let's see. It was the flying... Let's check. Green fur, acorn, flying water, and a something else. Oh well, it's not important right now. What is important is that time passes. Come on, you. Well, I know of something else we could do. Oh, well, if it's free, I'll definitely play it. Oh, is there a monster after me? No. A sign appears. It reads, Bienvenue Montmagie. Another sign appears. It reads, Proceed at your own risk. I don't think they like visitors. What a great, big, beautiful sky. Perhaps it's a tower of power. Oh, it is. You feel as though you have just scaled the Matterhorn in full armor. What a climb. You can see all of Spielberg Valley from here. After you finally catch your breath, you see that you have reached a rather eccentric-looking house that you saw from below. There is an ugly gargoyle above the entrance.
Stand fast. He who would...
Let me get the voice right.
He who would see...
He who would the wizards... Jesus Christ, it's a riddle.
He who would the wizard see first, something, something. What is your name?
Brits.
What is your quest?
A lot of these are right. I want glory.
What is the thieves' password?
Swordfish.
And X marks the spot. Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, I actually don't know the password. Okay, let's do this again. Welcome to Magic Mountain. Now go home. Yeah, the thief password to get in the tavern underneath. I mean, I know it offhand, but my character doesn't know it. You begin to think that being eaten by a monster would be more fun than climbing this mountain.
Oh, you again. Here come your questions. What is your name?
Britt.
What is your quest?
Seek the Holy Grail. Sorry, that Jones guy found it already. Oh, man. Oops. He's having way too much fun with this. Alright, we can do this. Willkommen auf Zauberberg. Trespassers will be towed. With a T-O-A-D. Puns. Oh, yeah. I'm not a thief. I'm a disbarred bard. Or a rogue. However you want to slice it, depending who's in the room. This climb seems longer every time you do it. But you made it.
Oh, it's you again. Here come the questions.
Your name? Britt.
What is your quest?
I want glory. What is the first name of the guy who rules this valley? Is it Baron? It's Stefan.
Well, Erasmus as always appreciates good spelling. The wizard will see you now. Go directly up to the North Tower. Do not dally.
Oh. The stone creature looks like it's bored. Wouldn't you be? This room is full of odds and ends and stuff. The wizard must be a real character. The poor stuffed peacock seems bedraggled, worn, and overused. How do you overuse a peacock? It's the famous Duncan Dragon. You haven't seen one of those in years. There's a strange figure on the bookshelf. It looks like an overgrown rat wearing a wizard's hat. Your eyes are drawn to the eyes of the figure in the portrait. Its intense stare is unnerving. This would not be someone to trifle with, for he looks subtle and quick to anger. Erasmus likes to keep his suits well ironed. Oh, get it? A casket with a stick shift? Tempted. I have never done that before. Okay. Oh, yeah. By the way, I want to point out that Quest for Glory 4, the narrator is Jonathan Rhys or something or other. Basically, it's Gimli from Lord of the Rings is doing the narration. Thought that was really awesome. Come and sit down. Fenris, our guest has arrived.
Cheese, please. Ah.
Since you are a practitioner of the magical arts, you might be interested in a little game I have. Do you know the open spell?
Yes.
Do you know the fetch spell? Yes. Great. Now, do you know the flame dart spell?
Yes.
Ah, good. Now, all you have to know is the trigger spell, and I don't suppose you know that spell, do you?
Yes.
Wonderful! Then you can play a game of Mage's Maze with me. You do want to play, don't you?
Yes.
I'll teach you the dazzle spell if you win. I had no idea on that one. Oh, it happened again. Well, luckily I saved. Man, I said I was hungry an hour ago, but I still just kind of want to keep playing. That nobody ain't got back to me yet, so whatever. Whatever. Alright. No! Don't you dare do the introduction. Alright. No. Oh, there it is. Continue quest. There we are. Man, I'm running into more bugs in this game. Alright. At least I don't have to read all this again. Alright, let's do this. Hopefully I get this right on the first try. Right, let's grab that and drop you there. I hope I'm this guy. Hey, you. Come on, dude. This mouse does not work so well. Come on. Come on. Here. There we go. And then we need to make the flame big, and then we need to make the flame small. And then we need to fetch that. No, stop it. Oh, open. Wait. How does this work now? And I'm back at the beginning? Oh, come now. That's just not fair. Okay. Let's try this again. I have no idea what that flame does, actually. Oh, come on, man. What is going on here? I guess I still have a knack for the old game. I do so enjoy playing Mage's Maze. Can we play it again? Just a little something to challenge the mind and magic with what I like to play with every now and again. Fenris isn't much of a challenge for me anymore. That's because I always win. I still think you're cheating somehow. Anyways. Okay. That's about open. Okay, wait. Okay, we're going to do this, are we? That spell lets you open things with a mere gesture. If you're really good at it, you can open locks. Useful when you lose your keys. Your keys are still in the study. Wait, your keys are in the study under the skull. Why would they be there? Because they're skeleton keys, aren't they? Is it true that a monster can't hurt you if you're carrying a torch? No. Actually, it depends on how fast you carry it. Fetch. Fetch is a useful spell for retrieving small objects, good for putting things in their place, like uppity familiars. I'd put you in your place, but you're above such things. Besides, my place is above your reach. Trigger. Trigger is used for setting off an existing spell. If a chest has a magical trap on it, you can set the trap off by casting Trigger. Just make sure you're out of range of the trap. And I can set you up with some spells and let someone else trigger them. I fixed Henry the Hermit's cave for him so that he can do a lot of magic with only one spell. Hermit. Henry is a hermit who lives by the Flying Falls in the south. Great sense of humor. That means he actually laughs at Erasmus jokes. I think he borrowed something the last time I saw him, but I can't remember what it was exactly. Oh, well, Henry's a great one to talk to, but he hardly ever happens to have much to say. Trap. Magical traps are a good way to keep thieves out of your chests in other places. Put a fire trap on a chest, and when someone goes to open it, he goes up in smoke. Just so as long as you don't forget about it and try and open up the chest yourself. I only singed myself a little bit last time. Dazzle. Now, that's what I call a spell with charm. Its true name is Erasmus Razzle-Dazzle, by the way. You can cast a spell and anyone looking directly at it, corusculating light, will be blinded for a while and can't do anything. So that's a stun. So, Erasmus, I am a wizard of some renown. Fenris. What am I, some sort of object? Am I invisible or something? Is that why you talk about me in behind my back or in front of my face? Jeez, just no respect. It's hard to take anyone very seriously who wears such a ridiculous hat. You said it. If magic be the loot of life, play on. The quote was music, not magic, and it was food and not loot. How about magic makes the world go round? Money makes the world go round. Oh. Very well then, to put it in my own words, magic is the essence and the soul of life, and the wizard is her poet. Actually, it was Merlin who said that first, but he used the term magician and not wizard. Fenris, there are times when you would look better as a newt. Why is that? Because newts can't talk. Neither can most rats. Let's ask about Zara. Zara has a real flair for the theatric. Her entrance at the magic shop is a bit showy, but effective. It's a pity she has no sense of humor. Just because she doesn't laugh at your jokes doesn't mean that she lacks a sense of humor. Besides, maybe it just means that she has good taste. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga is good at curses and shape-changing spells. She has a nasty temper and doesn't believe in safe hex, so it's best to stay on her good side. You have to watch her. She cheats at cards. So do you. Well, she started it first. Besides, I wanted to get a taste of her to get a taste of her own medicine. It's a shame that she still beats you. The curse Baba Yaga placed upon Baron von Spielberg was a fine example of creative cursing. Upon von Spielberg and all his clan, this is the curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure, so shall ye lose all that ye treasure. Of course, the problem is that for every curse there is an equal and opposite counter-curse. A counter-curse is a curse for a curse. It usually works against the one who cast the curse in the first place. The counter-curse for the curse of the Baron goes, come a hero from the east, free the man in the beast, bring in the child out of the band, drive the curser from the land. So, to break a curse, a hero must get rid of Baba Yaga, and in addition to all the other things. It does not reflect well on Baba Yaga. Nothing reflects well upon that ogress. She has a face that would break anything but a magic mirror. Magic mirror. There are many types of magic mirrors. One of the more common types is the one that has a strange face popping up every so often. Reminds me of the one in the master bedroom. That's not magical. No, but it does have a strange face peering from it whenever you're in the room. At any rate, I used to have a nice magic hand mirror I misplaced around here somewhere. It used to be able to reflect a spell back upon the caster. So if you happen to come across a small golden magic mirror with a dragon on the handle, you'll know it's mine. It was the flagon with the dragon. The mirror had a leer. Oh, that's right. Well, if you find a magic mirror with a face on it, you'll know it reflects spells. Arana. Never met her. Only built this vacation home here a century ago. Arana has a nice little magical meadow in her name in the northwest of here. Pretty respectable spellcaster, I imagine. The protection spell she cast over the town is fairly good, but I believe she missed a few places. You're just jealous because the only thing because the only anything anyone named around here was a soft drink after you. I thought that Erasmus Razzle Dazzle Root Beer was a wonderful name for a product. It's a shame the company went broke afterwards. Protection spell. Arana's spell prevents the use of excessive violence or hostile magic within Spielberg's walls, with the exception of a couple of places. Looks to me as if she missed the back part of the alley, and this spell only applies to areas in town above ground. Pretty shoddy, if you ask me. Nobody asked you. Do you know the difference between a wounded Triceratops and a magic user casting the fly spell? No. One is a raging Saurus, and the other is a soaring Magus. I figured one was a dying lizard and the other one was a flying wizard. Sorry, Fenris, but he who tells the jokes gets to make up the punchlines. Spellcasters. Basically, anybody who uses magic is a magic user, and anybody who casts spells is a spellcaster. However, to be a wizard, you need to have undergone the initiation into the Wizards Institute of Technocery in the land of Shapir. Magicians and sorcerers are wizards who specialize. Now, I myself strive to master all aspects of magic, unlike those narrow-minded specialists. You wouldn't want to lose your amateur standing, after all. I prefer to think of myself as a dilettante. Does that mean that you get to tease pickles? Initiation. You need to complete your quest here before you can become an initiated wizard. Spells. It's important for a magic user to know as many spells as possible. You never know just what might come in handy. Let's ask about brigands. They are supposed to have a warlock working for them. From what I've seen, he's more of a nincompoop than a necromancer. He laughs too much when he casts his spells. That's because his jokes are way funnier than yours. Warlock. The only thing I've seen the brigand warlock cast is sneezing powder. Necromancer. Isn't that a vampire who fell in love with throats? No, that's a necromancer. A necromancer is a user who has a rather unsavory relationship with corpses. Does that mean that a necromancer has ghoul friends? It means that a necromancer is someone who deals with the undead. Canasta with cadavers and spades with shades, huh? Well, is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's all the talking I can do with this guy. So, not in my house, you don't. Neato. So what time is it? Midday. Perfect. Oh yeah, I've played all through these games many times. It's been 2 years since I did a last run through, but I used to do a run through of it every, I want to say, since I was like 13 until I was about 18, I would at least go through all the games, at least once a year, just because I had fun. Okay. Ah, here we are.
Yeah, so what's all this about anyway? Hey, Nibs is starting to get suspicious about us.
What's the bee in her bonnet?
Seems the hero around here has gotten her leery. Seems thinks she's going to be going for the gold on her head. What's it to do with us? She's been making too many questions about us, and the laughing jackass is eyeing me. I had to sneak out. Then we got to avoid the ambush and use the back for a bit till her heat is off. Maybe we should just make our move now. No, let's wait for the creep to go first. While she's busy with him, we take over. She'll take him out easy, and we take her out. Where's the back door, then? Where the bouncer hops around. You got your key still? Yeah. Don't lose it. I got the only other one. You'll have to search the rock for the keyhole. It's hidden good. And remember the word. What word? The word what lets you in so that Fred goes away. Oh yeah, sure, what is it? Hide and go seek. You better learn it. You think I'm a dummy or something? Say the word before you go in the door or you make Fred mad, and you don't want Fred mad. Hey, no problem. What's the word again? Hide and go seek. Hide and go seek. Hide and go seek. Yeah, got it. Got it. I gotta get back before the chief misses me. Be back in a bit. Hide and go seek. Yeah, gotcha. Gonna remember this one. Gonna go remember it.
So this is where you can screw yourself. Yeah, I've never been teleported in the Mage's Mage before. I've never seen that. Let's see. You see a hard-looking character who appears to be a thief. He must be one of the brigands. Can I knife him? Oh. Come on, mouse cursor. That works! Well, that's new to me. Crap! Timing is everything, done in by poisoned daggers and desperate desperados. Try to avoid annoying that deadly duo next time. I didn't know I could hit that guy with a knife. Okay. Whomp. The dead brigand lies very still. Okay, so let's do a new save. Now that he's dead. And we're going to sneak. Hide and go sneak was the right word, right? Nope. Huh. Can I climb over there? You're sharp enough to realize that climbing over these bushes could result in some thorny problems. Just exit south from the archer screen. Well, if I do that, I think that teleports me on over. Wait, stay awake. Let's sneak anyway. All right, let's give it a shot. Was that it? Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. I retrieved my dagger. Oh, yeah, I needed that. You find a single key on the brigand's body and then put it away. There's nothing else on the brigand's body. Cool. Well, that was new to me. I think. Right, so, we've made a lot of progress.
What's in it for me? If you give me a silver, I might have a bit of info you can use.
How about hide and go seek? You may give 1 silver.
For another silver, I can tell you about Baba Yaga and where to go find her, or where some goblins who have a lot of treasure. So if you want some information, hand me some cash.
Alright, we'll do 10 gold.
Alright, well, what do you want to know?
Name.
Just call me Bruno.
Baba Yaga.
She's an ugly hag who lives in a weird old house with some magic. Her place is due west of the Baron's place, can't miss it. And for 2 gold, I'll tell you how to get into her hut.
Baron.
Just take the road north from here past the healer's hut and go until you get into his castle.
Monsters.
Lots of monsters in this valley. Most of them are wimps, though.
Antwerp.
Oh, yeah. The Antwerp is a good monster for you to fight. It loves to play.
Goblins.
The little pests are just northwest of the cemetery. They're a bunch of wimps.
Warlock.
He's some kind of magic user, and he likes to laugh a lot.
Brigands.
Go south here, you'll find a hollow log. Then head west until you can go south again, then go east until you can go south again. From there, go west And then them Briggets they just love visitors. Go say hello.
Yaga's hut.
I seen her outside her hut yelling one time. Hut of Brown, now sit down. And this is one spooky dame, let me tell ya.
Healer.
She's got some good potions. Her hut is just to the north of here.
Thieves Guild.
They hide it in the graveyard under one of the tombstones. You can see the thieves if you go there at night.
See, he gives some bad information. 'Cause he does try and get you killed sometimes. Alright. Password.
The thieves' password. Sorry, man, I can't risk losing my thief license.
A thief wouldn't like it if I blabbed it to the likes of you. Uh-huh. Chief.
He's the one in the valley that can beat me at daggers.
Sheriff.
The sheriff and his goon are pals. Otto even lives with the sheriff and his wife.
Otto. The sheriff and the goon. Oh.
Crusher. He's a pal of mine. He usually hangs out in the bar. Real sweet guy. Give him a big old slap on the back for me.
Dragon's Breath.
Everyone loves the dragon's breath.
Alright, well, I think that's everything. So... Yeah, I noticed earlier in the game, I mean, I knew that you could get it for free, and I forgot where, but you can get it by just actually approaching the hut and talking to the skull face. He'll tell it to you. So, let's see. Thief at night. So that way I know what to do next time. But, I gotta admit, I'm pretty hungry at this point. So I think I'm gonna go take care of that. So, thank you for watching. Wait, where's my thing? And I will see you in the next video.